Hello and welcome. So last week we cleared out most of the dead trenches, and then went back to sell a bunch of stuff to Rock because our inventory is almost full. So now we're back here just before the hallway in which a woman said something creepy, we couldn't see, and also noticing there's a bunch of flesh piles like there were in the Circle of Magi. Anyway, let's see what else this woman has to say.
Second day, they beat us and eat some for meat. Fifth day they return and it's another girl's turn. Sixth day, her screams we hear in our dreams. Seventh day, she grew as in her mouth they spew.
And on that note, let me go this way, because I feel like spiders might be a little more wholesome to deal with than that. Level up old Logren.
Eighth day we hated as she is violated.
Yep, I'm gonna put any kind of warning on this one.
Ninth day she grins and devours her kin.
Ooh, I got something that's good in this fleshy sack. Money.
Now she does feast as she's become the beast.
Very well.
First day they come and catch everyone. Second day, they beat us and eat some for meat. Third day, the men are all gnawed on again. Fourth day, we wait and fear for our fate. Fifth day they return and it's another girl's turn. Sixth day, her screams we hear in our dreams. Seventh day, she grew as in her mouth they spew. she does feast, as she's become the beast. First day they come and catch everyone. Second day, they beat us and eat some for meat. Third day, the men are all gnawed on again.
Let's try talking to
Fourth
this.
day,
Or-
what is this? Someone new. Impossible. Feeding time brings only kin and clan. I am cruel to myself. You are a dream of strangers' faces and open doors.
Examine her closely. She appears to be suffering from high fever, her skin is pale, and she is covered in dark blotches.
First day they come and catch everyone.
Is this Darkspawn corruption? It looks different.
Corruption. The men did that. Their wounds festered, and their minds left. They are like dogs, marched ahead, the first to die. Not us. Not me. Not Laren. We are not cut. We are fed. Friends, and flesh, and blood, and bile, and all I could do was wish Laren went first. I wished it upon her so that I would be spared. But I had to watch. I had to see the change. How do you endure that? How did Branka endure?
What change? What are they doing?
What they are allowed to do. What they think they must. And Branka, her lover, and I could not turn her. Forgive her. But no, she cannot be forgiven. Not for what she did. Not for what she has become.
The lover in the dark. No wonder she left Ogren.
Yeah, this explains a lot. Of course, if I knew she had those interests, I could have made some adjustments.
There is too much darkness here. The anvil. It is in the darkness. Surrounded by it. Pulling Branka in. No. I swore not to speak of it. Not to think of it. La, 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 la. I will not hear any more about Branka.
I can end this. Tell me what I need to know.
End this. I am full of them. Only a step from Laren. I dream I am away, but real safety? That means accepting. And I will not. I will not become what I have seen. Not Laren, not Branka.
I wonder what they have become.
She became obsessed. That is the word, but it is not strong enough. Blessed stone, there was nothing left in her but the anvil.
What? What? 2 ogres, yay. See if we can make that. One ogre.
As you say.
And there, Sten got the epic big ogre kill.
Of course.
We tried to escape, but they found us. They took us all. Turned us.
Kinda weird that I can hear her despite her not actually being here. This would be the point at which my character asks, are you guys hearing us? And they're like, oh no. Alright, let's...
Orzammar. I thought it would have fallen into dust by now. Looks like we're in for some fun.
Of course.
Well, I feel a little bit wrong for having just...
They kill. They're merciful. But the women, they want to touch, to mold, to change until you are filled with them.
Mm-hmm. But, yeah, so I'm feeling a little bit conflicted about, destroying all these dead spirits of, presumably, Legion of the Dead. But... yeah, this, what Hespeth is describing is a little bit disturbing. Sounds ominous, and it is.
Of course.
They took Laren. They made her eat the others, our friends. She tore off her husband's face and drank his blood.
Yes.
All right.
And while she ate, she grew. She swelled and turned gray, and she smelled like them. They remade her in their image. Then she made more of them.
Body horror.
Of course.
Brood mother.
All right. Do you have any other explosives? No, it doesn't look like it.
It will be done.
Try actually having them go up and directly attack.
What? As you say.
you... We have no... Ogren, go take care of that thing.
That's where they come from. That's why they hate us. That's why they need us. That's why they take us. That's why they feed us. But the true abomination is not that it occurred, but that it was allowed. Branka, my love. The stone has punished me, dream friend. I am dying of something worse than death. Betrayal.
Broodmother tentacles down there? Okay.
What is it?
You don't have an injury. You don't have an injury. Weird. Alright, let's see what the Broodmother has. Alright. Well, that's the way back out. Let's finish exploring this lovely area. And there's nothing up here. Interesting. Yeah, if you're wondering how these darkspawn reproduce, that's how they take normal women and combination of forced cannibalism and darkspawn pain and yeah. All right. And on we go to the Anvil of the Void. Now, the thing is, I suspect that my character would probably know of Broodmothers, and Ogren might. Decent chance that only higher level.
If Branka is anywhere, this has to be it. She will not be unprepared.
But, yeah, I can see how most surfacers would not know of, what and how exactly Darkspawn reproduce. And, yeah, that'd be that.
What was that?
Let me be blunt with you. After all this time, my tolerance for social graces is fairly limited. That doesn't bother you, I hope.
Well, shave my back and call me an elf. Branka, by the stone! I barely recognized you.
Ogren, it figures you'd eventually find your way here. Hopefully you can find your way back more easily. And how shall I address you? hired sword of the latest lordling to come looking for me? Or just the only one who didn't mind Ogren's ale breath?
Be respectful, woman. You're talking to a Grey Warden.
Ah, so an important errand boy, then. I suppose something serious has happened. Is Enrin dead? That seems most likely. He was on the old and wheezy side.
Orzammar needs a new king to defend against blight.
A king won't defeat a blight. We've had 40 generations of kings, and lost everything. I don't care if the Assembly puts a drunken monkey on the throne. Because our protector, our great invention, the thing that once made our armies the envy of the world, is lost to the very dark spawn it should be fighting. The Anvil of the Void. The means by which the ancients forged their army of golems and held off the first archdemon ever to rise. It's here. So close I can taste it.
Probably fairly metallic. But of course, there's a catch. Well, it sounds like you're using help.
And you assume, after all my efforts, you'll be able to waltz in and seize the anvil without a hitch? How typically arrogant. The anvil lies on the other side of a gauntlet of traps designed by Caradon himself. My people and I have given body and soul to unlocking its secrets. This is what's important. This has lasting meaning. If I succeed, the Dwarven people benefit. Kings, politics, all that is transitory. I've given up everything and would sacrifice anything to get the Anvil of the Void.
Realize she has eyeshadow on, despite, everything. Does that include Hespeth and others of your house?
Enough questions. If you wish me to get involved with this imbecilic election, I must first have the Anvil. There's only one way out, Warden. Forward. Through Caradon's maze, and out to where the Anvil waits.
What has this place done to you? I remember marrying a girl you could talk to for 1 minute. See her brilliance.
I am your paragon.
New screenshot? Alright, so let's see what we got. So traps. Let's scout ahead. Dead dwarf.
I needed people to test Caradon's traps. There's no way to break through except by trial and error. I sent them in. They were all mine, pledged to be my house, and they didn't want to help. They tried to leave me, even my Hespeth. But even she couldn't understand that when you reach for greatness, there are sacrifices, as many sacrifices as are needed.
What is that Herlock doing?
Foolish. Yes. As you say.
We must have victory.
You want to die, do you?
It worked?
I suspect they do, given as they're attacking me like one at a time.
Of course. Yes.
So apparently it's now. There we go.
Of course.
These guys are all being archery, so. But they're also running right up to us.
It is done.
She shouldn't have gone. She was pledged to me. She swore she'd do whatever it took to find the anvil. There was no other choice. Most of them were dying of the taint already. But some of the women were transforming. I knew what they would become. There would be an endless supply, fresh, dark spawn to test the traps. They could still serve me. Let me find the anvil. It was the only way.
Oh, wow, I don't remember that part. That's rather disturbing. Well, unfortunately, I think I have probably
As you say.
run a bit of a wrench into your plans.
Where shall I strike? It will be done. Let us end, shall we?
I shall do so.
Here I am. Of course. It will be done. Very well. It will be done.
No idea how they carried on, holding my hand and begging to die. They had pledged me their loyalty. They had no right to fight me. They say your order is renowned for its wits as well as its brawn. Perhaps you'll do better than my poor clansmen. There's something about this place. It makes people despair.
I'm not sure whatever that could possibly be. Thank you.
You'll pay for that. You have forced my hand.
All right.
As you say. I will not follow.
That could not have taken as long as it did.
Of course. Yes. Enemies ahead. Of course. As you say. It will be done.
I was paid to destroy those, but they were attacking us.
It is some kind of trap.
Hmm. It's supposed to be lighting those. Anyway, everybody else stay here. I am going to see about disarming this trap.
What is that? A trap?
It is. You couldn't see me. Fuck. Rune, start moving. Thank you.
Of course. As you say.
There. Okay. That opened without us doing anything.
I cannot cast it.
Interesting.
Of course.
That looks like an anvil. But it is not the anvil of the void.
Must have this.
So be it.
There is no
As you wish.
I certainly what we've done, but we have done it. There's rubble over there. Did I save? Ooh, this looks important.
My name is Carradine. Once, longer ago than I care to think, I was a paragon to the dwarves of Orzammar. If you seek the anvil, then you must care about my story, or be doomed to relive it.
Carradine, as in the Carradine of Carradine's Cross.
Though I made many things in my time, I rose to fame and earned my status based on a single item, the Anvil of the Void. It allowed me to forge a man of steel or stone as flexible and clever as any soldier. As an army, they were invincible, but I told no one the cost. No mere smith, however skilled, has the power to create life. To make my golems live, I had to take their lives from elsewhere.
10 feet tall and invulnerable? I can think of worse fates.
It was an option I could offer warriors who would volunteer to defend their homeland, and some took it. But King Valtor became greedy. He began to force men, casteless and criminals, his political enemies. All of them were to be given to the anvil. It took feeling the hammer's blow myself to realize the height of my crimes.
What now? Do you want revenge?
Not revenge. The blow of the hammer opened my eyes. My apprentices knew enough to make me as I am, but not enough to fashion a control rod. I retained my mind. We have remained entombed here ever since, and I have sought a way to destroy the anvil. Alas, I cannot do it myself. No golem can touch it.
No! The anvil is mine! No one will take it from me!
You, please, help me destroy the anvil. Do not let it enslave more souls than it already has.
Now, there's one thing. So this anvil and this technique dates from, like, the prior to the First Blight, when most of the Dwarven kingdom was still intact. They still had a fairly decent population. So they could, in theory, afford to lose people to that. Now they can't. But it did just occur to me that you might be able to do something with the Grey Wardens. Like send the Grey Wardens to get forged into golems. And yeah, it wouldn't be a huge number who had that done to them. I was thinking more or less, they receive the calling, so it's like, okay, it's my time to die. Go down, be forged into a golem, and then you'll be a hell of a lot more effective. But I needed to bargain with Bronca. I won't make golems.
As long as the anvil exists, it may be used to create slaves, and it will be used. Why seek a more difficult path when another, easier path is available? Help me destroy it.
Bronca can use it to help me against the Blight.
No one should be given dominion over another's soul. If anyone should know that best, it is a golem.
The dwarf woman has madness for her excuse. What's yours? Let us be done with this.
Doesn't the Qun force others into service?
The Kun is a path one follows, not a chain that binds.
The anvil is needed, that is my order.
I cannot allow you to do this, stranger. To me, golems! Defend the anvil, whatever the cost!
More foes approach.
Hey, how about you take a health potion? You also take a health potion. Stan, okay, you need a health potion. Stan needed a health potion. Nice. Somehow kicking a golem beneath the mountains. Sorry, Kieran. You see a large stone tablet chipped with age and a number of runes carved into the surface. I should be able to read those. Well, I suppose it might be old enough that I wouldn't be able to read the script. Examine the tablet more closely. The writing is Dwarven, appears to be a long list of names, each with a stamp of their house next to him. You recognize a few of the names. Continue. At the bottom of the list are the words, "We honor those who have made the sacrifice. Let their names be remembered." Continue. The carvings are deep enough that tracing can be taken, allowing the information to be carried elsewhere. Ogren, what is this? Can you tell?
Names. Long-listed dwarves. Wait, hold on. We honor who have made this sacrifice. Let their names be remembered. Fart me a lullaby. It's a memorial of all the dwarves who became golems. Has to be. If there was some way of getting this back to the Shaper in Orzammar, I bet they'd brown their trousers and pay good gold for it. Probably both.
Well, yes, by how you said that, that's implied. Yes, it is pretty clear. That's what this is, I can already tell that. I wonder if that also appears for the other backgrounds who wouldn't necessarily know Dwarven. Anyway. Ancient runes are traced under 2 stacks of paper, which I just happen to have, which I store in my backpack. Hey, Bronca.
Here it is! The Anvil of the Void. So sweet. Such power.
You found the anvil. Are you happy now? Maybe we could go back to Orzammar, share the good news.
Look at it. It was worth it. All of it. The anvil is everything I thought it would be.
I should have known. I thought that once you had the anvil, you'd be satisfied.
Perhaps I could use it now. A reward for defeating Caradon. You wanted a crown, no? Or have you set your sights higher than the petty kings of Orzammar?
Sure, make it go, my volunteer Ogres. After try. I should have saved.
Believe me, I appreciate the thought, but it will take me a while to master all the techniques without Caradon's example. Why don't we go with the crown for now?
I mean, yes, Ogren didn't like that. Don't think that's how you make crowns, generally. Very long-handled hammer, that is. Very strange technique, too. I don't think she'd be wearing full armor with spinning.
There it is. An ugly lump of hot metal to go over a couple of empty heads. Now leave. It will take me some time to fully realize the mysteries here.
Good luck with your studies.
Once Orzammar settles on its petty king, have him send for me. When next you lead your armies against the archdemon, they will be shielded by a tide of steel men.
I hope this makes you happy, Bronca. I don't think you understand what it costs to get you here.
Oh, stuff a rag in it, Ogren. Move on. Find a few whores. Sodding stone, I never thought you'd be the pining type. Now be gone.
Yep, Ogren disapproved of that.
Very well.
Take a look at it. Sec. Save. The anvil glows like liquid metal from the lyrium vein through it, but dark stains attest to its bloody past. It is built straight out of the stone floor. Trying to move it would require years to chip away at its base. I see. Alright.
guess you both got what you wanted. Hope it was worth the cost. We should get back to the city now. Share the news.
That's to the assembly they need to know as soon as possible.
Yeah, those Deshirs have been trying to destroy the city for years. Haven't managed yet.
Alright, back to Orzammar.
Lords of the Assembly, I call for order. This argument gets us nowhere.
Then why these delaying tactics? I call for a vote right now. My father has one living child to assume the Idukan throne. Who would deny him that?
Your father made me swear on his deathbed you would not succeed him.
I apologize for the interruption, Lord Steward, but the Grey Warden has returned.
Well, Warden, what news do you bring?
Paragon Branca is alive, and she is... I bear a crown from Paragon Branca for her chosen king.
Branca still lives. Though she's mad as a nug at a tanner shop. She finally found the Anvil of the Void, and chose to stay in the deep to work it. She tasked this Grey Warden to give her crown to Orzammar's next king, chosen by the ancestors as a first in a millennium to lead a Golem army against a blight.
I would like to believe Ogren's word, but it's well known the Grey Warden is Balin's hireling.
Silence! Then tell us, Grey Warden, which king did Paragon Branca endorse?
This is a lie, but Branca chose Balin.
At last, this farce is ended, and I can take my rightful place on my father's throne.
Let the memories find you worthy. First amidst the lords of the houses, the king of Orzammar.
Clashes with the rest of his outfit.
Do you acknowledge me as king?
I cannot defy a paragon. The throne is yours, King Balin.
Then as my first act as king, I call for this man's execution. Guards, seize him!
Hermont was an honorable man. Let him retire in peace.
You know better than anyone the war facing us, Warden. Orzammar cannot afford to be divided. Anyone undermining my reign is serving only the Darkspawn. I will return to my palace to gather my generals and prepare our forces for the surface. I will see you there, Warden. You have my gratitude for all you have done for me. You have truly surprised me, brother. You have earned the right to rejoin House Idukan. Without your aid, I would not have taken this throne so smoothly or so soon.
The throne belongs with House Idukan.
as all in Orzammar now see. I've already sent a mission to Branka. I'm certain by the time you call for us, I can send you a vanguard of golems for your army. Since you did more than I expected, I offer a personal reward as well. You may recognize this. Trian used it to crack skulls when he was showing off for Father. I'm sure he'd want you to have it. Now, I have much to do. If there is nothing else...
And my son? You'll be cared for now?
Sure. Send the whore and her brat to me. I'll make sure they take the name in a nice room in the smallest palace. Don't worry, brother. The boy will grow up hearing what a hero his father was. And if you die in the Blight, I'll be sure the whore wears sackcloth for at least a day. Now, I must address my other petitioners. Come back and visit sometime.
You are really vile.
There are people waiting, Warden. I must see to them.
And they haven't cleared out the dragon corpse. You know, it'd be probably even funnier to get to this point and then bring the dragon out, so fighting in the midst of this party. Alright. Hey, Bartog, anything to say?
By your actions, you have regained your place in House Idukan, my prince.
Not sure I feel great about this ending to this arc, but you know. I wanted to see what it was. So let's see how my mother is doing. The rodents.
She'll be up and around in no time, thanks to you.
Okay. Alright. Back out. Visit the Shaperate. Trian's Mall, okay. Oh! And that'll be where I'll call it for this week. Thank you for watching, doing your robot things with YouTube's buttons, and have a nice day.